Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salute to you, brothers, pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. Here, brother, I sat back at you with another lesson we're going to edify. So this one here is actually going into basically, the device they have imagined worldwide, right? Because make you believe it or not, they come with an agenda worldwide, that digital system, because they have been hearing it, a lot of people have been doubting it and thinking, well, it's not gonna happen in their time, and they're gonna pass away and are gonna be into the future, their children, generations. But hey, we know this devil, the elites, the rulers of the world, they move with at a rapid rate. Because you see, as the scientists now say, they speak about the days being shorter. Time is actually passing faster because we know the Lord is shortening the days for the elect's sake. So this here is just a fair use disclaimer, because this is only for educational purposes mainly, right? Not going against any guideline or algorithms, So
Hey folks, Eric Stakelbeck here. Welcome to the Watchman Newscast. What would you say if I told you that by the year 2030 you'll own nothing, have no privacy, and yet you'll be happy that you live in a cashless society where all currency is digital and that everyone on earth will require a digital ID to travel freely, and that much like communist China, you'll be given a social credit score that determines how loyal you are to this new global system and those who control it. The end game is a one world government. To many, this sounds like something straight out of George Orwell's 1984, but I believe an even better guidepost would be the Book of Revelation and the coming Antichrist-led system. Now, some very powerful global players, led by the World Economic Forum and with the enthusiastic backing of some Western leaders, major corporations, and the UN, are openly promoting this radical transformation of society. They call it the Great Reset. And folks, it's not a conspiracy or a theory when the people behind it are telling you out loud what they intend to do. I recently hosted a full special for TBN called What is the Great Reset, which you can find right here on our channel under the category TBN Specials.
Yeah, well, I ain't gonna go too much into more details, Let's come here, because right even in Trinidad here, there was a visit recently by the Prime Minister of India to Trinidad, and I went and I searched up, well, basically, what was the purpose, So from Grok here, just had it. Right, and here it is from Grok. It said the purpose of the PM visit to Trinidad was to strengthen bilateral ties between India and TNT, marking the first bilateral visit by an Indian Prime Minister since 1999. The visit, hosted by TNT PM, aimed to deepen cooperation in areas such as, listen carefully, energy, health, digital transformation. Because again, we have been saying that this thing is coming worldwide. That's in 2020, 5 years ago, the ex-PM, the ex-Prime Minister Keith Rowley, he was mentioning about a unique identifier. We heading into a time where everything gonna be digital, no more cash and whatnot, and we have been seeing that vibration being spread, and as we just played the video, by 2030 they're looking to bring this here into operation, right? because we know the time that we're living in. Right? Agriculture and security, while celebrating 180th anniversary of Indian immigration's arrival in TMT. Well, that's basically the whole point, you know. It's to enhance economic and trade ties. Modi promised continued trade and investment with agreements to expand cooperation in digital payments. Right? So because that is just the age that we enter into, you know, and that is all pursuant to the prophecies. Right? I'm going to hear the book of Psalms 10 and 2. The wicked in his pride that persecute the poor, let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. So basically you just heard you want to set up that credit score system as China. Everybody will be given a digital identity and whatnot to that, you know. And this is all just the plan of having that total control from the devil. No more cash, you know. They're gonna be fully in control. Right? And this is the rulers of the world's plan. Because that device, when you go into the Blue Letter Bible and into the interliner, let's get it. Let's see.
Strong's H4209.
Mezima. Purpose, discretion, device, a plot, a purpose. It's a mischievous device, wickedly witty inventions, right? And the Strong's plan usually evil. What? Machination, right? Which going back into what? The AI system. Sometimes good, sagacity, device, discretion, intent, mischievous device, witty inventions. Right? Because when we come here, so right, and into the same block, right? I also typed up, will there be a digital system being implemented? Right? Just to say, I know what a digital system means. Digital money, CBDC, crypto, mobile payments, EID, digital voting, online licensing, tax and health records, digital economy, e-commerce, remote work, AI-driven platforms, digital education and automation, digital identity and citizenship, biometric IDs, blockchain, credential, cross-border digital travel, digital surveillance and regulations, including programmable money, social credit system and or AI monitoring tools. Timeline: rapid CBDC rollout, AI policy implementation, digital ID expansion. And this is what we have been saying. By 2027 to 2030, digital currency network grows, digital governance system become more common. Right? By 2030, potential for nearly all countries to operate digital first systems. And this is what is going to happen. Right? Because it's all going according to prophecy. As we just went into, the device, machination, because hey, this is what they have been planning, and this is where their system is heading into. Isaiah 30:1, right? It's so go to the rebel. Isaiah 31. Yes, I think it's Isaiah 36 and 6. Isaiah 36 and 6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed, on Egypt, wherein if a man leaneth. Because I said this is a broken reed. This man here, his empire But that roughly 250 years is basically the time span of our empire to rule. And that time, this man kingdom is coming to an end. So he's coming to make that great reset, to gain back that control. But we know, according to the prophecies, this Lord is gonna make this man fail. Because that's why even in Trinidad here, they're speaking on, that digitalization and the investments into that, and digital ID and all these foolishness. Because all these nations would eventually have to come on par with that new system. Let's say it will go into a hand and pierce it. We're back into what? That micro C hip, right? Because I just mentioned about digitalization, a monitoring system, AI monitoring system, credit score system, and it's all going to be up on that chip, a microchip. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, all that trusted in him, right? Because it's all going back Revelation 12 and 12. The devil, he had but a short time because of the ending of his rulership. He want to extend it. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he know he had but a short time. Yeah. So this is why he's about to look to put things in place to execute his master plan. Right? His master plan. Right? Ecclesiastes 9 and 12, where it says, for man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in the evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare. So are the sons of men snared in an evil time, when it falleth suddenly upon them, because they have already been boxing in from the bring releasing of these technologies onto the public. This was all test runs onto how the people would react and how the people would actually groove to it. And hey, when you check it, when the cut ticked up for I think it was a day, look at how much people protest, the lash out, the so they already gradually placing you in that position. Just like, for instance, the revolutionization, the evolving, basically revolution. We always, entering into a more digital age, from the cash into the credit cards, and so it's gonna move on. Because this here is basically this man gradualism, and then just like that, you're already caught into the net. Because in order for you to continue running your business, to operate, and this, you're gonna have to bow to this man's system, right? Same thing, for instance, the old cotton dollar notes. When they got set out a date, well, by this time, this will no longer be accepted. You're gonna have to come in with your notes and receive the polymer. The same thing when that system is gonna be implemented. You're gonna set a date. Well, here what? We no longer take X cash. Here is the payment system, XYZ. Everybody gonna have to apply the self and whatnot. Because we know that is what this man agenda, right? And he's gonna execute it to a certain extent. Revelation 13 and 6, right? Because that is why I seen the whole chaos upon the face of the earth, is to basically bring the people into a position of being subjected in need, in want, Revelation 13 and 16, because he's gonna make the foods and everything against you, in order for you to go to the grocery, in order for you to do this, to do that, it's gonna require that. So that's why I'll get first. We're going to the Revelation 13 and 16. Track to the 9, 20, 25, right? Track 39 and 26. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and blood of grape, and oil and clothing. All these things are good to the godly, so to the sinner they are turned into evil. Because this man is gonna use this as a weapon against you, in order for you to get accessibility for your grocery and this that. You're gonna have no choice. That's why you see you're gonna cause to force, to make you do it, leave with no option. Revelation 13 and 16. Right. Let's see. And he calls it all to both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So you see we're marking their right hand or in their foreheads. This is an evil device, a microchip, that is gonna run this monitoring system, the credit score system, the digital identification, all of these things into a little microchip small as the grain of a rice. Right? You see, the Lord's prophets have been warning you all. But it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Because that's where he's coming, And the Lord had revealed his secrets to his servants, the prophets. Right? So all this graduation is gonna bring you right into his trap. And enough for this, Job 16 and 12, because we know that is our temptation, and the Lord now, Psalm 17 and 13, as David cried out, hide me from the wicked, which is thy sword. So the Lord is in control of them to bring this upon the people, right? Revelation, Job 16. And it's all to fulfill what? Prophecy and 12. Right? It say, I was at ease, but he had broken me asunder. He had also taken me by my neck. Because the Lord is ultimately doing it. But through this man, which is his sword, Edom, the rulers of the world. He take you by your neck because wisdom is a defense, money is a defense. And in that time now, your money now, he's going to use that against you and get rid of your defense and leave you vulnerable in the state of want, in the state of need, whereby what? Take you by the neck. Your food run out at home, the only way to, or sedition in the street, wars, famines, all these things. You're gonna come here now playing the nice guy. Well, here what? We have a system being implemented, XYZ. Take this and you're gonna be able to eat and you'll be under a credit score monitoring system and these things. And what? Take you by the neck and shake me to pieces. Because there already was, with all this chaos, with this chaos what this man is bringing, it's going to cause sedition, it's going to cause famine, a neighbor invading another neighbor for the lack of bread, to the famines. They're not going to have mercy for each other. That is what is coming. So he shake you to pieces and set me up for his mark. Because that is the system that he's going to come with. But the elect is going to be delivered out of. Right? So I hope this was a define. We've seen more and more the prophecies it's actually shaping up. So you just hold strong, keep pushing the word until the end, until the next one. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Atakunash, WNC elders and the apostles. Shalom to you, brothers.